Uncover the hidden gems of New York State in 2024. From mystical waterfalls to enchanting small towns, this journey will take you beyond the hustle of NYC. Ready to discover where adventure meets serenity? Stay tuned as we explore the best places you won't want to miss. 1. Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island. The Statue of Liberty is the nation's most iconic monument, a symbol of hope to millions of immigrants on their way to Ellis Island. Tourists can visit both attractions via a ferry operated by the National Park Service that meets passengers at Battery Park and runs continuous loops throughout the day. The first stop is the statue, where visitors can enjoy views of both the monument and the New York City skyline at no charge. You can also purchase tickets to access the pedestal or crown, although crown passes sell out at least 6 months in advance. Be sure to wander through the museum and the base of the statue and check out the extensive educational signs, statues, and historic markers. The ferry stops next at Ellis Island, where there is a museum on the first floor of the main building, an architectural masterpiece that once served as the main processing center and hospital from 1892 to 1954. 2. Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is one of the natural wonders of North America, drawing millions of visitors each year. Located along the border of Canada and the United States, there are actually 3 waterfalls within the park: Bridal Veil Falls, American Falls, and Horseshoe Falls. Horseshoe Falls is the widest and tallest, dropping 167 feet from a 2,700-foot wide ledge. For the best panoramic view of all 3 falls, go up the observation tower or take the famed Hornblower boat tour into the basin of Horseshoe Falls. It's one of the most popular things to do at Niagara Falls. In addition to park information and tour tickets, the Visitor Center has a gift shop, several dining options, and a theater that shows a 40-minute film about the history and legend of the falls. 3. Central Park. Although it may appear on a map as a small patch of green within the grid of Manhattan streets, Central Park is an expansive space that contains enough sights and things to do to last for days, if not longer. Central Park is home to a wide range of attractions, from impressive architecture and peaceful gardens to skating rinks. Bethesda Terrace is known for its stunning Bethesda Fountain, and the mall, an idyllic, broad pathway canopied by the arching limbs of centuries-old American elms, begins at the terrace. Tourists will find several peaceful spots to relax, like the formal Conservatory Garden, the Shakespeare Garden, or the famed Chess and Checkers House. Kids will enjoy the Central Park Zoo, which features sea lions, penguins, and other animals, and the younger ones will want to ride on the historic carousel. 4. Times Square. There are weeks' worth of attractions and things to do in and around Times Square, but even a brief visit to experience the bigger-than-life excitement is worth the trip. The heart of Times Square is at the junction of Broadway and 7th Ave, where you will be mesmerized by the massive screens that announce everything from the newest films and shows to special presentations. The pedestrian areas are full of artists, performers, and tourists taking in the cacophony of the city and the enticing smells wafting from the food trucks that line the streets. While in the neighborhood, a visit is not complete without dinner at Sardi's Restaurant and a show in the world-famous Theater District. 5. Finger Lakes. According to Iroquois legend, the long, narrow lakes in the landscape west of Syracuse were formed by the impression of the fingers of the Great Spirit. The numerous lakes that make up the Finger Lakes region offer a range of outdoor opportunities in a visually stunning landscape. Cute towns and Finger Lakes resorts are dotted along the lake shores of the main lakes, most of which are particularly busy during the summer months. Some interesting ways to explore the area are on the Cayuga Trail, the Seneca Lake Trail, and the Keuka Trail. The town of Corning is home to the Living History Museum Heritage Village of the Southern Finger Lakes, as well as the Rockwell Museum, which features a variety of artwork. 6. Lake Placid. The world-famous winter sports resort of Lake Placid, at the foot of Whiteface Mountain, has twice hosted the Winter Olympics, 1932, 1980. Today, Lake Placid is a major tourist center, located in beautiful natural surroundings with lakes and hills. While it is perhaps best known internationally for its winter recreation, particularly skiing, the town is a popular summer destination as well. All kinds of unique shops and restaurants line the main tourist strip in Lake Placid. Beautiful resorts are found along the shores and in the rolling landscape. In addition to the actual body of water named Lake Placid, there is also the incredibly scenic Mirror Lake, which is a centerpiece of the town. The setting for this lake makes it one of the most beautiful lakes in New York State. 7. Lake George. The town of Lake George is located at the southern end of a 32-mile-long lake of the same name. The town is a major tourist destination in the summer, and the lake itself is the main attraction. Many of the islands on the lake have been developed for camping, and the area is particularly popular with motorcyclists. Million Dollar Beach on Beach Road provides swimming, picnic facilities, and volleyball courts. Sightseeing cruises are also a fun way to see the lake. Prospect Mountain offers a high scenic point for a view out over the lake and surroundings. Historical points of interest around Lake George include Lake George Battlefield Park and the Fort William Henry Museum. 8. Storm King Art Center. Wear comfortable shoes when you visit Storm King Art Center, which was named for the nearby mountain overlooking the Hudson River. This magnificent outdoor sculpture gallery, set among 500 acres of bucolic landscape, is by far one of the most captivating attractions in New York State, and you'll want to walk around it all. Not a walker? No worries. There's a tram on site to take you past most of the massive sculptures, but you'll want to download the site's app to get the most detailed information about each piece. Also, since this is an open-air attraction, plan your visit for a nice day to get the most out of your trip. Many of the ambitious works on display throughout the fields and hills of this unique exhibition change frequently, and the art looks different in every season. 9. Cooperstown. Cooperstown sits at the southern tip of Otsego Lake in central New York State. It is best known as the home of the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum, where baseball aficionados can admire the sport's legends and view memorabilia. The Heroes of Baseball Wax Museum is a fun follow-up to the Hall of Fame, and although it is on the smaller side, it is fun to pose with baseball's greats in a laid-back atmosphere and enjoy their baseball bloopers film in the small theater. Cultural attractions in Cooperstown include the Fenimore Art Museum and the Alice Bush Theater, which hosts the Glimmerglass Festival, an annual international opera event. 10. Thousand Islands. Dotted all over a 50-mile stretch of the St. Lawrence River are thousands of little islands. They are located along the granite shelf extending from the Canadian Shield to the Adirondack Mountains in the United States, with the boundary actually running between the islands. It is an area of great scenic beauty any time of year, but especially vibrant in autumn during foliage season. Operating between mid-May and mid-October, boat tours among the maze of islands show ever-changing vistas and include glimpses of holiday homes that range from the plainest of log cabins to the most luxurious of summer villas. One of the most amazing sights in the Thousand Islands is the stunning Boldt Castle dating from 1900. Thanks for joining our adventure through New York State's top spots for 2024. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more travel inspiration. Share your favorite New York destinations in the comments. And until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.